What up? What's happening? What y'all got going on, good people? Y'all know what time it is. It's the BOTB live show. I'm Jay Walker the third, along with my brother, my partner, my co-host, Carolina Dirt 803. What's happening with you?
Ain't shit, you already know what it is. We back at it.
Yeah, like for sure, for sure. And none other than the man who introduced us into this game, man, gave us away, gave us something to do, gave us something to aspire to. Uh, the weatherman, Pastor Palmer. What's happening with you? How you been, cuz?
What it do? One time for your mind, two times for your soul.
So indeed, man. Hey, it's been a little minute since we got together, so I'm glad that you're here to chop it up with us a little bit, man. Um, 2025 is off to a bang up start, cuz, and we ain't even really started yet.
Hell no.
You know what I'm
Shit,
saying?
man, it felt like it was just New Year's. It felt like it was just New Year's the other day.
Yeah.
It felt like it was just 4th of July the other day.
Mm-hmm.
That too. That too.
But we've been saying that, cuz, like, you don't want to fall into the rabbit hole of the shit that people say on social media. But certain shit, it just be like, bro, we in a time warp. There's no way that this time is flying the way that it's flying. I don't know what
It's
to say,
ridiculous.
man.
Yeah, man, it's ridiculous. Bro, it seemed like we just filed our taxes like 2 days ago. Sorry, tax season.
Yeah.
It's already tax season again. But what can you do? But hope you get a little bit of change back, or not have to
Yeah.
pay too much, depending on what side of the coin you fall on.
Yeah. They
That's
like to
all I
take,
be thinking about, breaking even now.
they like to take that money from you, bro.
They take it all year round. They take it all year round, cuz ain't nothing you can do. They gave us motherfucking $600 5 years ago, cuz they still taxing us for that shit.
They call it FICA.
Yeah, call it fucker. They got it, man. But nah, man, look, it's a brand new year. It's 2025. I say I'm still hopeful, man. Um, it's all kinds of crazy things going on, and the man ain't take office yet. Um, but we start right there, cuz. How you feel, cuz? We got about another week.
Well, it's gonna be some wild mess, bro. Oh my God.
I feel like it's weird because a lot of these people, after all this time, this is the third time. So he was president, then we had Biden, who was president. Now so it's 8 years later, cuz. And these people just now starting to figure out that he might not be wrapped too tight.
Actually, man. Oh, go ahead.
No, you got it.
Actually, I teach civics and on the high school level. I can't tell them who to vote for. You don't get into that. But I taught how the government worked. They were baffled.
Mm.
Yeah. You know how it
It's
works.
'cause- yeah, they don't. School ain't been the same since the pandemic, so
Yeah, you're right.
it's a bunch of shit they don't know.
I gave that dude the benefit of the doubt, but actually, he ain't wrapped too tight. I agree with you. Something ain't right with that dude.
Man, it's crazy that first time he was in office, a lot of Republicans stepped down or said something wrong with him. But then y'all nominate him to represent your party again, and there's already Republicans saying, "Man, I don't know about this guy. He ain't got office already saying y'all don't know about this." Like that should tell you something.
Well, it's a power grab more than anything. They trying to keep control of the government. You feel me?
I understand.
They trying to stack. They trying to stack it for the Republican side of Congress. Either way, we got major issues, man.
Yep.
I don't feel like what he's gonna do is gonna affect us too much. But again, the news cycle gonna be in hyperdrive. You feel me? We got this situation on the West Coast, California, where these major wildfires have blown up essentially. And it was strange to me at first. Well, at first I ain't paid no attention. California had wildfires every year.
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time they didn't have a wildfire. So when it first happened, I didn't really pay it that much attention. But then when it started, they started talking about people's homes, and I'm like, people don't even live way out there where them fires be at. You know what I'm saying? You might have one or two homes for some recluse that want to live out there, but it ain't messing with no neighborhoods. When they showed the graphic, and it was like this wall of fire and this wall of fire, they talking something like I don't even remember the amount of acres they talking about. It's ridiculous the amount of acres that burn and the neighborhoods they burned in. And they talked about, go ahead.
No, you got it. My bad.
They was talking about how, it's windy and the embers, will fly over and start. But the way that shit was like a strategic, what we call it, a controlled burn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it was out of control and it was in neighborhoods, man. I feel bad for the people that lost, their memories, their homes.
Yeah.
It's a lot of shit in the home that you can't get out in an emergency. So, and this weird dynamic where they like, fuck them rich people. Them rich people ain't giving a fuck. Bruh, it's still somebody, a human being, losing their livelihood.
Yeah.
It's from right now, Google saying 2 days ago it was 40,000 acres.
40,000 acres.
That's a lot.
They said equivalent to 1,800 Alcatraz Islands and 400 Disneylands. Slightly larger than Washington, D.C. That was 2 days ago. But then 18 minutes ago, somebody posted like some new fires are popping up. So I don't know how true that shit is. You Google it. You Google, what up, Kyler Green? I should have sent you an invite. I didn't think about it. But you're right. That fire didn't make no sense.
I mean, 40,000 acres. And this is the thing that's so weird, man. And it's the sickening ass part of social media is that these people, it's people out here really like, man, fuck them rich people. They got the money to rebuild. This is a situation where no matter how much money you got, you can't fix the problem right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got $8 million and you stay in a $1.5 million house and your house burned down, just the human in me ain't gonna be like, oh, fuck the rich people, and it's just wild to me that people is on that kind of time. Not to mention the people that ain't rich. It's a bunch more people. It's way more people that ain't rich that's losing their homes and losing their property and their pets and their family members.
Me and Antonio talking. I think they had one dude. They talked to one dude. He said he been in the house 60 years.
Right.
60 years.
Like, you don't even know nothing. You don't know nothing else.
Yeah, you don't know nothing else. Even if somebody were, I'm just saying, let's say somebody gave them a check for $150,000. That's not gonna buy you a house this day and age. So you'll never recoup what you lost, other than the family heirlooms and stuff like that. Just the fact of saying, I think Biden today signed a bill or signed off on $776 per person or something like that.
Yeah,
I might get food, water, and baby formula. Bro, the inflation's so high that $700 ain't gonna get you nowhere. You still got to get ID. You still got to get Social Security cards. You still got to get passport. You got to get some kind of proof of identity. You burn through that money trying to get that to get a check for something else.
Yeah. And all the money went to Ukraine.
All that money went to the Ukraine. Went outside the country.
Yeah. But even then, it's like my brother said, man, it's hard to watch that shit. And there's one clip somebody recorded, bro. And my brother talking about the blaze, like they show where the blaze was, and they sitting there watching it. Like I didn't see the timestamp, see if it's fast forward, but that fire spread so fast that shit looked like damn Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
Yeah,
Like that shit was crazy. You know, you got people out there fighting the water, fighting the fires with water hoses. You got people, you know, buckets of water. You got people trying to do whatever they can to keep what they got. But then you got other people that, and I can't knock them for that, bro. I gotta be selfish. I can't help you if the fire up on me too. So it's like it's survival.
It's survival.
And then like there's one where these dudes in the house and they watching the fire spread around the house, but they in the house recording like stuff like that. I kind of don't understand how that's like your safety is more important than you put content. I understand with social media and phones, when natural disasters happen, it's like, you know, we want to make sure you're all right. You know, keep posting. But there's also a sense of, bro, get out of there, because the fact that you staying in there, somebody else may have to risk their life to save you. And I hate to say it like that, but that's just like for us when we have hurricanes. When the hurricanes hit, you know, they tell people y'all should have left, but people stayed because they didn't want to lose their house. But losing your house and your life, that ain't no win neither. But somebody may have to risk their life to save you.
You got to train to be a firefighter, cuz you can't just become a firefighter when the fires show up. You feel me? But again, when you equate it to like the shit that we deal with on the East Coast, the hurricane shit, the tornado shit, flash floods and all that, it's like you tell somebody to pick up and clear out and get to safety. But if you live in check to check and you just paid your rent, you can't move. You know what I'm saying? You got $16 to your name if you got that. Egg $7.
I totally understand. There's many times, you know, we sat here talking about a hurricane coming. I ain't gonna say we waited out. Did we wait to a point where the interstate was backed up a couple times? Hell yeah. But were we also looking at the news every day on the hour, looking at timestamps? Yes. One thing I would say about the hurricanes and tornadoes and the fires and the blizzards, like some of that stuff is forecasted. Like hurricanes, you get like a week, 2 weeks.
Right.
A flood, it's like it's a buildup. Now them tornadoes, like I didn't watch the sky go from bright to dark. Now them tornadoes on another level. But to see a fire and think that it won't hit you because you 3-4 miles away, I kind of can understand that. But in a sense, also you 3-4 miles away, you see that bitch coming.
Yeah. It was wild, man. Like, I don't know what kind of coverage you saw, cuz they was firemen pulling up the fire hydrants with no water in it. Cuz how does that happen?
Yeah.
How do you not have water in the city by the ocean, even if you ain't got potable drinking water? Salt water put the fire out too. You know what I'm saying?
What up, Together We Break Chains? She's out there, and I told her definitely pray for her and her family. She did have some family members, you know, lose some property. Yeah, that's definitely affected by the situation. So we definitely want to send some prayers out to you.
Yeah, man.
She put
God bless in a real way.
They were saying that the airplanes and the helicopters couldn't do the water thing because it was too windy, 100-mile-an-hour winds.
Now that I understand. That
ain't nothing they could do.
Yeah,
I understand that more than I understand a truck pulling up to a fire hydrant with no water in it.
Right.
Yeah. And they said the winds are picking up again, so that's definitely not good. And I seen some people that was kind of proactive. Like they had this one dude, he built his own sprinkler system for the house. I think he hit his house with some fire deterrent stuff, and then had like a sprinkler system. Somebody had a comment, you know, just reading comments is
right.
Like, how come more houses didn't have that as a standard or a minimum or something like that? And I understand a lot of people wasn't thinking about that shit, but he emptied all the water into the ocean. Damn.
They gonna find that dude that built the sprinkler system that saved his life. Probably they gonna find a way to bill him for, because you know they got limits on the amount of water that they can use and all. Mm-hmm. It's no way. I'll visit California. It's no way I'm living there. I'm sorry.
A lot of houses in the mountains up there.
Yeah, yeah. And they
Well,
did
that's
they did
go
catch
ahead.
some actual arsonists now.
What?
You feel me?
Yeah,
Yeah, they caught some actual arsonists, people trying to set fires. It's like, what kind of crazy is you, man?
they had one on TikTok where they were chasing the dudes. They were like, "Hey, there's a dude over there trying to set fires," but it was like somebody recording from like a balcony, and you can see the people running across the street, but you can hear, "Hey, dude over there trying to set fires."
Yeah, man. It's an unfortunate situation. Whether you
Oh,
rich or wealthy or not, um, it's hard to deal with. And like I said, as much as I can offer is prayers, man. It's gonna be a lot of GoFundMe's out there. If you find it in your heart and in your ability to give, you should give. You feel me? The one thing that's positive out of it is there is coverage where the city is coming together and helping people out. There's plenty of safety sites where you can go pick up, you know, your hygiene items, your diapers, they dog food, deodorant. They got little care bags that they putting together. Jennifer Lewis, I seen she was at one. Drops off and donated. Jimmy Kimmel had one. Snoop got one. You feel me? It's many people out there that's doing it. I seen they had all the food trucks come out to one neighborhood and they just feeding people out of their pocket, man. So in these times of tragedy, it's always good to see, the human condition.
like I don't know if that shit was real, but they had some people from Mexico flying in, firefighters from Mexico flying in. They had people from Canada, which is ironic because the president or the new president was talking trash about both of them and had his opinions of both of them. I think they had some people from Africa. We're getting support from other countries. Like, I don't know how true it is. So if anybody want to fact check me. I hope it's true that other countries are actually coming in to help out.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, California is one of them states where if you're not from United States, it's somewhere everybody talk about. Hey, I want to go to California. I want to go to New York.
That's cool for a week.
Yeah, cool.
I do it for a week.
Yeah, but it's good to see the human heart, no matter where you're from, come together.
They were saying that the Mexican president was talking trash to Trump because Trump was kind of slamming California, but a Mexican president say, just give them back Texas and call it even.
He ain't wrong, man. And that's the sad part is we focus on the news cycle and what the president is doing, the president elect is doing. I'm not gonna focus my energy on that. I went down that rabbit hole once. That shit almost gave me an ulcer and a heart attack. I don't give a shit what he do. What I will keep doing is buying ammunition and trying to keep some, a go bag ready. You know what I'm saying? Do your most to have that's what I say. This situation in California got me in a different mind state, man. Like, set yourself up to be able to move. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Pack you a bag with some blankets and some flashlights. Like, not on no survivalist shit. Ain't nobody trying to live in the woods forever if they ain't got to. But those are things that you could do to prepare yourself for anything that might come. You feel me? So
I do. Well, I was just gonna say I do just like you said. The go bag, a bug out bag, that's together. Rick James said definitely. The old lady, she does have stuff together, but I definitely think this day and age, like I said, we in South Carolina, bro. Hurricanes pop up, tornadoes pop up. Like, you kind of actually need that. And even now, I think there was a city I looked at yesterday on IG. They got hit with 24 inches of snow in 24 hours. Like, I don't know how recent that was, but even stuff like that is crazy.
Man. That's that fire out there. Sometimes it make you wonder, did someone actually set it on fire on purpose? I know they caught some people, but
bro, look, it's the dead of winter. Like, let's be real. It's the dead of winter.
Yeah.
And we talked about it before we cranked up on the show. Is these wildfires happen every year, but they don't happen in December, cause
In the summer they do, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like that random, light shine through a tree, hit some dry wood, whatever. This ain't that. It ain't been 100 degrees over that motherfucker in the desert.
Yep.
So I'm not gonna try to, jump into conspiracy theorist conversation or nothing. But there is some explaining to do. And like I said, you done caught people, and these might just be crazies that's after the fact, like, yeah, burn it down. They said Jesus coming back. Like, you ain't in charge of that. If Jesus come back, he come back in his own time. That don't mean you setting on fire, cuz. But I saw some wild shit from Eddie Griffin, man. If y'all, Eddie Griffin is a comedian. Eddie Griffin has, like, Cat Williams is Eddie Griffin 2.0. You feel me? Eddie Griffin been doing this shit for years. Google, when you get some time, don't do it right now during the show. You hit like, subscribe, and you tell your friends to come in here. But when you get done with that, when we get done, look up Eddie Griffin and California wildfire, and it's gonna be a real where he give you some powerful information.
Dude, I was just about to bring it up because I thought you were about to switch to another segment. I was just about to say I saw that, and there was some other stuff. Conspiracy theories. This isn't factual. This isn't what the bottom of the bottle. We just having the conversation. If California want to be the lead in tech, they already said, and together we break change, you can chime in. They already said you can have a gas powered car in California, but they're not selling any new gas powered. So everything they want everything electric.
And they want the city to be a smart city.
They want the city to be a smart city. And then what happens in 2028? They were supposed to get the Olympics, which is the biggest stage in the world. So why not have a tech city on the biggest stage in the world?
Why would I argue with you about you selling me your house when I can just burn that bitch down? Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I argue with 1 million people about where they live if I could just flatten that motherfucker? Bro, that shit look like a war zone. I seen a dude on YouTube, and I wish I remembered his name, man. I hate that I don't be giving them that credit. But he was riding around on a little electric bike, and it was like a 30-something minute video. I very rarely watch a video for that long. But this was last week. Yeah. And it was destruction on ironically a Hollywood major motion picture level. But this is real life, man.
Hey, Together We Break Chains said she just purchased a gas powered car, and when I looked it up, they said by 2035 they wanted to it's supposed to be a part of the advanced clean cars regulations.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, all new passenger cars, trucks, and SUVs sold in California will be zero emissions vehicles by 2035. In October 2023, staff launched a new effort to consider amendments to the advanced clean cars regulations. So Together We Break Change, you say you bought a new car. Cool. Like I said, chime in if I'm wrong, but I knew I heard it, so I just looked it up. But appreciate that.
It's crazy, man. We see all these movies about, what the future look like, and we getting closer to the future. Now, because I'm not that type of individual and we just having a conversation, I'm going to remain positive and feel and know that this whatever amount of evil people they are that's trying to do whatever they're trying to do, you multiply that by 100, because most people are decent people. You feel me? Don't never forget that. Like, we talking about what we talking about, and it sound really evil, and it sound like people have bad intentions. There are still good people out here, and we hope that the good people continue to fight against that bullshit.
Oh yeah, still a tragedy though, man. It's like wow, like
It's at a point now where there is no season of comfort. You feel me? We gon' By the time they get this fire out, it's gonna be hurricane season on the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? It's you just pray that people get an opportunity to rebuild their life. Um, I don't even know what to say because like I just never imagined 40,000 acres. Most people ain't never seen 10 acres. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Well,
right.
if you're from the South, you probably seen that. 10 acres is a great deal of space.
That's humongous.
That man said 40,000 acres.
Uh,
And that was as of, well, you said that was as of today or yesterday?
like 2 days ago.
Okay, that's 2 days ago. And the fire's not out.
Uh, and
So,
and like we were talking, like the South, we about to get hit with another another bad cold front. Well, actually, from the Midwest down to the South, we about to get hit with another bad winter or winter
a
storm.
polar vortex, because don't nothing sound good about polar vortex. When
Mhm.
it's cold in the southeastern part of this country, like don't get it twisted, man. South Carolina, Florida, Georgia, um, Alabama, Mississippi, it's 80 degrees on Christmas Day.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We wearing shorts till
yeah,
mid-January, and then mid-January it's gonna get cold for 2.5 weeks,
yeah,
and by mid-April it's back to 90 degrees. You feel me? They talking about a polar vortex starting Sunday, Monday that's gonna run through the next week that'll have the South in single-digit uh, degrees. In the Midwest, it's going into the negative tens
Uh,
and twenties. You feel me?
they said one place -30 wind chill. Yeah, you man, how cold? -30.
You just be blessed that you don't have to be out there in that shit. You know, people are hustling and surviving. People losing homes, losing jobs, or whatever. You pray that they have a warm place to be. You feel me? Um, at least I do. You feel me? Um, it's a wild time of year, man. But we 15 days into 2025, man, and this is where we at. This is
yeah.
where we at.
On Monday, it's
Um,
gonna be wow.
Yeah.
and then, yeah, I'm not even giving that no more discussion. Whatever he gonna do, he gonna do. Whatever the people that follow him, whatever they do, they gonna do.
Yeah,
For the YT people, that the MAGA YT people, because there's two different kinds of YT people. The MAGA YT people tired of y'all shit. So while you're up there puffing your chest out and acting crazy in the Olive Garden, somebody gonna have something for you. So just keep that in mind. That's me doing you a service, letting you know that when you be on your bullshit, somebody gonna have something to say to you.
I just like this week right here. Like I said, California, she together said it's 30% contained. Like you said, from the Mid to the South, from the Midwest to the South, they're about to go through this snow shit. Hopefully next week is it's not about politics, just about us coming together.
good.
Hopefully.
That's what we hope. But um, he'll he'll find a way to put a little monkey wrench in there. He'll find a way to put a little monkey wrench in there. But look, whatever is for him is for him, and whatever is for me is for me, and whatever is for you is for you. I'm not accepting any toxicity in 2025. However you see feel to respond to that, that's how you respond to it. But I'm not with that negative bullshit this year.
And the mortgage company still want those folks to pay their mortgage.
Bruh, we talked about that. The mortgage company still want people to pay their mortgage, and their house is a pile of ashes. The insurance company has been pulling out for months. Who told them to pull out? You know what I'm saying? Who told them to drop people, cancel people, fire insurance specifically?
Yeah, that don't sound right there, man.
Shit, you had me. I was paying the water bill, and when I really need the water, ain't no water.
Bruh, like I said, you had a fire crew roll up to a fire hydrant, and there wasn't water in it. I didn't even know that was possible. I just always assumed that if I twist this daggone bolt off of this fire hydrant, water gonna come rushing out of it.
Like a geyser.
But you know, on some lighter shit, maybe we get our lives back. Maybe we get our souls back.
Real
quick.
Together said the insurance commissioner made them reinstate everyone's insurance.
I did see a press conference for that.
So we just recently did an insurance claim here, and our representative actually had to pass it over so he can go out to California. So they are trying to get some help out there to people, but I understand it's going to be a trying time. Like, you know, the sad part about this, somebody else posted, like, the hurricane that wiped out North Carolina, like, the way we're moving in town, like, people don't even talk about that no more. So I saw somebody from North Carolina send prayers to the people in California, but also said like, we've already been forgotten about. And that's just sad. That's just sad to say, or hear, or witness, or read that somebody who just went through some destruction is sending prayers, and they still don't have no help.
All we could do, man, is what we could do. Like I said, if all you got to share with somebody is a prayer, share that prayer. If you got $1 or $2, share that $1 or $2. If you just buy a homeless man a sandwich, cause everybody should do their part to help somebody. You feel me? We've been getting stuck on this politics shit, and the people that know, it's always them trying to do some 3-car minded shit. Cause you look left, we go right. You feel me? So care for the people. I always say it at the end of the show. I'm gonna bring it in early. Love the people who love you back, man. And even some people that you don't know, give them some grace. You feel me? If you ain't got no love for them, give them some grace.
Damn, boy, together said they told them not to do GoFundMes.
Dang.
What you mean?
Because they already find the scammers. They've already started catching scammers.
Oh, definitely do your due diligence, cause like don't just be giving. Don't pull your heartstrings out and give blindly. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, if you don't want to reach out to somebody in California, you got people in North Carolina, and you got the people that live in your neighborhood and in your city. You know what I'm saying? All kinds of people need help right now.
Yeah,
so
man.
you ain't gonna not find somebody that you can help.
And I think there is not a tax, but GoFundMe get they charge. But I think if it's a California resident, I know it's hard. It's gonna be hard to prove that, but they shouldn't take that charge out on those people. If people are trying to get them money to help them get back on their feet.
Yeah,
that'll be too much like right. That'll be too much like right. But look, we ain't gonna hold you long, man. I did, president coming in, TikTok going out.
Yeah.
And I ain't even gonna front like I'm not gonna miss TikTok. Cause like when TikTok first hit the scene, I was like, I'm too old for that shit. Ain't nobody playing on that motherfucker. I ain't dancing, I ain't doing no Y2, none of that shit. But TikTok really is a place where if you're using it correctly, you can find a lot of good information.
Yeah, I like it.
You can learn things that you never, bruh. This is BOTB shit. Now we off the rails. I had no idea that Chris Webber, the basketball player, was producing hit rap songs for Nas, hit
Yeah, I
hip
didn't
hop
know.
songs. You know
I
what I'm
knew he
saying?
rap, but I didn't know that.
Is that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like just today on some random shit. Miss Pearlie Mae from Next Friday. She just
Yeah,
released the interview. I ain't heard from that
seen
lady in
that.
forever.
You,
You know
you
what I'm saying?
it was
And I appreciate that.
yeah.
We need to know these people. Like we know that they are part of the culture, but we don't be knowing their stories, man. So you know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be a something else. TikTok came out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a something else. So if you actually crying over it, you a little bit, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. If you gonna miss it, I understand.
I think TikTok's a little more entertaining than Facebook.
Oh, definitely.
Facebook, yeah.
We was talking about this. I was talking to this with my lady friend, man. Facebook is your family. You know what I'm saying? Like Facebook is like going to the cookout every day.
Yeah.
You know them people for the most part. The thing about like a TikTok or IG is you don't really know them people. So of course, the things that you see gonna be a little all over the place. X, IG, TikTok was kind of in the middle. You know what I'm saying? They don't let you do but so much, so you wasn't seeing like a lot of crazy shit. But they had their faults. They have their support of certain creators versus other creators. And don't tell me why are you bringing race into it? I'm bringing race into it because I'm black, and y'all never forget that I'm black. Sorry for yelling.
I didn't like it because you got people on there saying the N word all day, and we post something and we get muted. TikTok's rules about getting muted were all over the place. Like you can do it this time, I can't do it this time, or
Yeah.
there's a time where they muted me, like they muted something that I cut and posted like 2 days later, or there's a time where they muted it, then I challenged it, they gave it back, and then they took it back. Like it was just all over the place of what you can post now. You can talk about these kids doing drill music and murdering each other uncensored, but if we say black people need to come together and start so and so and be more in our community, depending on how we phrase it, they're muted. So it's just one of those things. TikTok was just all over the place with their rules. Like Facebook is just like, as long as you don't use no copyright music, you good. As long as you ain't bullying, you good. TikTok was, we'll let these people bully, but not these people bully.
Right. We'll pay these people a grip to do a dance that they stole from somebody else.
And TikTok you had to have a certain number of followers to go live. I ain't care too much for that. Not saying because we didn't have the followers. It's just one of those things like some people want the organic followers. Content creator. TikTok is a content creator's playground.
Right. You got 1,000 followers because you selling some goddamn jogging pants. That's why you or you let most of your titty show, but not the nipple. That's why you didn't do nothing significant or purposeful or creative. You feel me? It is what it is, man. But that being said, I probably talked about it before. Isaac Hayes III, he got a app called Fanbase, and I've been messing with Fanbase. It's challenging. It's not as easy to navigate as some of the other social media platforms. But I appreciate what he's trying to do and how he's trying to do it. So I'm going to support it. They've been talking about this Red Note thing. Now they getting rid of TikTok because it's a Chinese owner on a Chinese app, and they feel like they're gonna steal our information. Well, y'all been stealing our information, cuz y'all Target, Walmart, how many of these Fortune 500, Fortune 100 companies have had to send you a letter that there's been a breach of information? So now, because The Chinese people might get it. It's an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Long as Jethro Bodine, as long as he get it, it's fine. But not, Ang Lee. You feel me? And Ang Lee is actually a film producer. I don't want to use his name. But you get what I'm saying. But they got this other shit, this new shit called Red Note. It's another Chinese app. If you go in your app store right now, it's like it was 3 the other day. It might be the number one app being downloaded. And guess what? Same situation as TikTok.
Yeah, but they said this one is, from what I heard, and I don't know how true it is because everybody trying to come out their opinion of it, but it's Chinese based where it has a strict outline where TikTok with this free will, and some people were saying as Americans our TikTok show different than what the TikTok based out of China would do. But they saying this Red Note is everything inside the box, so it's nothing really crazy. It's fun, it's educational. It's just not a whole bunch of extra hoopla like TikTok was, and that's the part of the control part of it. But it is what it is. Together Break Change just said favored. I never heard of it. I might just look into it, but I'm gonna treat Red Note like TikTok. I probably ain't gonna download it until everybody else download it.
Yeah, there you go. I ain't never gonna have 1 million followers because I don't trust it. You feel me? Man, look. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna ask Weatherman, you a content creator, you do film, podcasts, and everything else. Like, what do you see as the future of content creating in 2025 before we get out of here?
It's hard, but it's fair. It's a job, man. Y'all know, you gotta stay on it. It's basically 7 days a week almost, something like that. If you don't do it, you gotta think it.
There you go. Like if you don't provide the time into it, you're not gonna get nothing out of it. You know what I'm saying? We provide time into it and we barely, getting something out of it. Again, that's not why we do it. We do it for the reason that we do it. We come together, we fellowship. You know what I'm saying? But I mean that's basically it, man. It's like you just be driving down the street now, you just see people with cameras doing whatever. You feel me? Content is the new currency. You feel me? So however you decide you want to put your content out there, you hope that you have something that's original, that's creative, that will get you a following. I choose to want y'all to fuck with my personality and who I am and who my brother is and who my cousin is, than to line dance or shake my ass or jump in a bathtub full of Coca-Cola with some Mentos in it or any other number of crazy shits that you see online. You feel me? I'd rather these genuine interactions be what the material is going forward, man. Talk to real people about real things.
Yeah, it's a job, man. I mean, like little short reels, I think it's the things now, maybe 60 seconds.
That's the TikTok. That's
the
TikTok.
I got monetized on Facebook, but the monetized they're giving, it might be 20 cents. It ain't really. So you monetize, but you're not monetized.
Right.
I mean,
it is what it is, man. We'll see, and we're gonna keep on moving. We're gonna keep moving forward. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Weatherman, he is working on his media company, his production company. Yeah. If you in the Jacksonville area locally and you need something done, send that man a DM because he might have something that he can do for you and make it look good. You feel me?
Appreciate it.
In a real way.
Yeah, he record porn, but he want to be naked too. So.
Oh shit.
Oh,
my cousin don't record no porn. Cause I don't know what my brother is on.
He on that monkey shoulder.
There you go. He'll say anything. That man
He recorded Paul with gold boots on.
Oh no.
Oh,
You
hell.
better, you better leave them people alone for they show up at your door now.
Yeah, I know. Oh well, fuck it. Say
Hey
fuck it, two
man,
kids in a bucket.
that's it, man.
Hey, I'm gonna
I'm
get your I'm gonna get your ass January 31st, February 1st. I got you.
All right.
Hey man, look, I appreciate y'all pulling up,
Okay,
man,
man.
and checking us out. I appreciate the weatherman for coming in. Like I said, he's the one that gave us the thought to even move forward with this thing, man. He gave us a crash course and just kind of showed us the outline, man. So I always appreciate you for that, cause
Thank you.
um, yes, sir. We getting ready to get up out of here, man.
All
Anything
right.
you want to say to the people before we go?
Just keep on, pushing, brothers. Y'all doing a good job. It's hard, but it's fair. Don't ever stop. It's consistency, and y'all been consistent, and that's what it's all about. Don't worry
That's
about
what's
the
up.
listening. A lot of folks watch the replay, and that's all it is. Just keep on rolling, man. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. You got the talent. I always told you that, and that's all I had.
Absolutely. I appreciate you, man. Hey, man, where you get that hat from, man? I've been seeing this hat pop up in a lot of places, bro. That thing's so hard.
I actually got it in South Carolina at the farmers market.
Okay, bruh. You not the first person I seen with this hat. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That motherfucker is hard. I'm with it. I'm with it. But hey, man, I appreciate you. Like I said, Caroline, what you gonna tell the people on the way out?
Um, we appreciate everybody watching. Like my brother said, as people, it's a rough 2025 start. But personally, I hope you are having a great start of your 2025. Together we break chains. I had to hit her up right before we went live, and we went back and forth. That's how I found out the news about her. And like I told, definitely will pray for her. I reached out to another person I knew lived out there. He said he's not affected, but he's close to some of the fires, but he's doing well, spirits high. So to everybody, man, just regardless of who you believe in, prayer changes. Whoever you believe in, prayer changes. So you talk to that person, uh, or that figure or whoever, just to get comfort to your soul, because you can't do this shit by yourself. Um,
Mm-mm.
I hate when people say I did this or I did that, but you need some type of help, or you need somebody or something to exhale to woosah to, or
Say
just to
that.
get guidance. And me and Weatherman, we talk probably about 4 times a week on various things, whether it be this podcasting, whether it be production company. He give us tips. We talk about family because we all we are related. But sometimes you just need that person to talk to. And then when you don't have nobody, whoever you find most high, make sure you confide in them just to get your mind straight. Because mentally, it start when you wake up and when you go to bed. So if you having a rough day when you wake up, the rest of your day probably gonna be rough. If you having a rough time when you go to sleep, you might have nightmares. So um, mental health, mental health, mental health. But we appreciate y'all. We appreciate it. We appreciate y'all. We'll be back.
Indeed, man. Um, I'm not praying for the state of California. I'm praying for the people in California. You feel me? I'm praying for anybody that got to deal with this cold if they ain't got you know, no place to be. You know what I'm saying? It's tough out there. We did all that. We said all that, man. It comes from a real place. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like I always say, man, love the people who love you back. Y'all like, share, subscribe. Um, until the next time, we gone, man. Y'all be easy.